Is it giving Ariani? Is it giving Arianka? We'll just have to wait and see. Yes and is out right now, and I'm going to be reacting to it, so just stay tuned to see what I think. If you're just looking for the reaction, I will leave a timestamp so that you can skip ahead to it. But before I get into that, my name is Zach. I make thoughtful weekly videos about pop culture. I am the Swiftologist. I talk about all the pop girls, really, and any other topic that catches my fancy. I have spoken about Ariana Grande before. You may remember this from my video, We Need to Talk About Ariana Grande's Homewrecking Ways. And in that video, I argued for a kind of radical empathy approach to Ariana Grande. I think she's had a tough couple of years, and in general, my position on Ariana Grande is that I am intrigued by her. She's interesting to me. I think that she's a very captivating and charismatic performer. I think that she has had some really great and incredible and iconic viral moments throughout her career. However, I am not a stan. I'm not the arianologist. That's not my bag. It's not my vibe. I like some of her music. I'm not particularly attached to a lot of it. And she wouldn't be an artist that like really registers to me as someone that was particularly innovative. Something that I like about her and a quality that I think that she shares with Taylor Swift is that she minds the details of her personal life in order to promote her music and create a kind of glossary of symbols in and of her world. I'm not super into the Ariana Grande aesthetic. Like I'm not typing in all lowercase letters and using white hearts and going, yeah, every 5 minutes. But I can appreciate what she does. Something I am excited about the return of Ariana Grande is for there to be an opposing force to the Taylor Nation in popular culture. Taylor has just been absolutely dominating our discourse lately. And I always think, when there's more air in the room for everyone to breathe, we can talk about other people. And I'm excited for there to be another big pop moment. It's exciting to me. I like the performance and the pageantry of pop music. So Ariana always delivers on that front. I thought that Thank You Next was a brilliant lead single, a perfect way to declare her new era at that moment in time. How do I feel about her music in general? I think that Ariana has a bit of a strange identity as a pop music connoisseur. I think naturally she gravitates more towards like Broadway and musical theater. That's the kind of music that she likes to listen to. So when she veers into the territory of like kind of R&B style stuff, it doesn't always ring especially true to me, at least. I know that people love her music and I don't want to take that away from anyone. I thought that Dangerous Woman was a fantastic album. I am always excited to see her work with Max Martin. I think that her best songs are Max Martin collaborations, which is why I was so excited to see that she's working with him on AG7. So I am really hoping that this song lives up to my expectations. My favorite record of Ariana's is definitely Dangerous Woman. I love Into You. That's probably one of my favorite Ariana moments of all time. I think that Sweetener and Thank You Next were really interesting moments. No particular like super album highlight standout tracks for me. I really didn't like Positions. I felt Positions was very, very bland and very boring. But the one thing that I love about Ariana is that she's a truly gifted and talented vocalist. And, there aren't a lot of pop girls that can sing the way that Ariana does. So it's always a pleasure to hear her buttery smooth vocals wafting into my ears while I try and understand what she's saying through her enunciation. So as I mentioned, I am very excited. I have yet to decide whether I'm going to react to the music video or not. If not, you will just be seeing this video and that's all. But a lot of people are saying that this is going to be Ariana's Reputation era, and based off of the teaser of the music video that she shared, which I have to say is really giving the plane scene at the end of Look What You Made Me Do. Other people are talking about her. She's vocalizing that she's aware that people are saying these things about her. It's a breaking of the fourth wall moment. This very well could be Ariana's Reputation moment. Now, Yes and is really giving that viral gif of her where she goes, and what about it? Ariana's a little bit of a sassy girly. She has a good comeback when she wants one. She's very well versed in gay culture and gay slang. So I'm expecting this to be maybe a little bit of a clapback or an awareness of the conversations that have been circling around her. Perhaps it's going to be a rumor rebuttal. I'm not sure what this is going to be. All that I hope is that we are moving away from the Positions sonic landscape. I found that to be very one-dimensional and rote and a bit boring. So I am ready for something that is a little bit more upbeat, something that is a little bit more hooky, something more traditionally pop, with Max Martin on her side. Was it Ilya or Max Martin that produced this? I think Ilya works with Max Martin though, so like one and the same. But a Swedish pop god worked on this song apparently. So I'm excited to hear it, and it's long overdue. The pitch around the Ariana Grande conversation is very negative, and honestly, it's weird how much people love to moralize and project onto her. There's a lot of posturing, what about Ethan Slater's wife? And I can almost always tell that criticism is not coming from a place of actually caring about how Ethan Slater's wife is doing. It's coming from a place of virtue signaling and hopping on a bandwagon. And again, if you watch my video that I made about Ariana Grande before, I don't really think that she has a great track record in her romantic relationships of acting in a way that is morally righteous, but also I think that like human life is a little bit more complicated than just someone is a homewrecker or they're not a homewrecker and we simply must cease supporting them because a marriage was ended. I mean, it takes two to tango, right? And I never see the same vitriol being directed at SpongeBob. So if you're coming at this from a place of hateration and you want to give your screed about why Ariana Grande is terrible and how I'm terrible for listening to her, save it. Bring it somewhere else. Here we go. Okay, Dua Lipa. It's giving disco. What are you saying? Those whistles. Okay. All right. Donna Summer vibes. The art of a long intro is gone. And here's Arianka reviving it. Okay. Ooh. I have no idea what she's saying, per usual. Say that with your chest. Me to all the people who call for my execution on Twitter. Okay, we have to pause and get the lyrics because I have no clue what's going on. I literally have no idea what she's just said. That was all Simlish to me. It was, I heard yes and say that shit with your chest. And that's all. That's all I got. In case you haven't noticed, while everybody's tired and healing from somebody or something we don't see just right, boy, come on, put your lipstick on. No one can tell you nothing. She loves the gays. What can I say? It's kind of her thing. It's a little bit giving Jessie Ware, production-wise. Like Jessie Ware, Dua Lipa, hybrid. Come on and walk your way through this fire. Don't care what's on their mind. And if you find yourself in a dark situation, turn on your light and be like, yes, and. Say that shit with your chest. Be your own best friend. Keep it moving like, what's next? Yes, and. Well, all right then. Well, all right then. All right. She says, look what you made me do. I don't care. This is like music that is going to be dominating every fitness studio for the next 24 months. What are you trying to say, girl? So true. We love healthy boundaries. Transracial queen. Okay. You're famous, girl. That's why. I like it. It's kind of giving Be Alright from Dangerous Woman, which I like. Well, I wanted a banger, and I received it. Interesting. Well, it's kind of exactly what I expected. It's like a vague kiss off to everybody that's been talking about her in public for the last couple of months, years even, since she was last a pop girl in the culture. She is off the top, starting this new era with a throat clear. She's saying, that's enough. It's done. I don't want to hear what you have to say about my body. I don't want to hear what you have to say about the way that I look. I don't want to hear what you have to say about who I'm hooking up with. I just want to live my life. My energy is mine and your energy is yours. And you just need to keep it moving. I can respect the sentiment. I, in fact, even agree with the sentiment. But unfortunately, when you're a public figure and when you're a pop star and when a lot of your pop star iconography revolves around your personal life, people are going to be interested. One thing I really liked about Reputation, just to compare for comparison's sake, not to say that they are going to be the same or that there's any point comparing them like as artists from a merit perspective, something that I liked about Taylor's comeback response album was that she was directly addressing specific things. So I'm curious to see if Ariana will be directly addressing any of the more scandalous claims that have been made against her. I always love giving a girlie an opportunity to clear her name. So if that's what Ariana desires to do, then congratulations, Miss Girl. You did it, I suppose. You let everybody know that you are no longer interested in participating in this narrative, the one that you never asked to be a part of since 2009. She doesn't want to be part of it anymore. I think, it'll be interesting to see where this goes from here and also how this will be received. It kind of reminded me of Houdini. That like disco sound is really infecting a lot of the pop girl music, which I like. And I think that there's something very Ariana Grande about this song. The phrasing, the harmonies, the vocal delivery, it's all very familiar in a good way. Great artists make a mark, a very indelible mark on their music. And when you hear it, when you hear their singing, you know exactly who it is. So Ariana Grande definitely has that quality in spades, and she has that going for her. And I will be seated for AG7. I will likely react to it. If you would like me to react to it, leave a comment down below and let me know. Also, tell me what you thought about this song. Do you like it? Do you think it's a banger? Do you think it's going to change what people are saying about her at all? What do you think she's trying to do with AG7? And when do you think it's going to come out? I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you in Sunday's video on Lana Del Rey. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? Goodbye.